Welcome to another Telltale Books video. I'm Greg, and I'm continuing my Theodore Sturgeon series. These people seem to really like these. I thought these early stories from before he started publishing science fiction, I didn't think anybody was going to give a damn about these, but I've actually been getting a fairly good reaction to these videos. So I'm moving on to his 7th published work, which is another of these really short stories published for the McClure newspaper syndicate. This one having been published May 12th, 1939. Like I say, it's a very short story. And very different from other things I've read by Theodore Sturgeon. I was kind of surprised by this one. The story, you have a guy named Gene Willis, and he just broke up with his girlfriend. But he's a newspaper reporter. He works for a newspaper, and what he does for the newspaper is people send him requests of questions that they want him to go out on the street and ask average people. Ask them the question and get their responses and write them up. And so he just broke up, and so he pulls the question, what would you say to your ex-sweetheart to get them back? Which he really doesn't want to do this. He just broke up. He's trying to face the fact that it's over, and then he pulls this. And so, but being a professional, he goes out on the street and he starts asking people a question. And then he sees his ex-girlfriend. I won't spoil the ending from there. It's kind of a sappy, touching romance story. Not anything at all that if I read this blind without knowing who wrote it, I would never guess that Theodore Sturgeon wrote this. It's an okay story, not a great story, but it's an okay story. It's pretty good. Just not what I'm used to by Theodore Sturgeon. So it threw me for a loop. And so have you read His Good Angel? I have it, of course, in the book that I've been pulling all my Sturgeon stories from so far, The Ultimate Egoist, which is volume 1 of the complete stories of Theodore Sturgeon. Excellent book. If you can get a hold of it, it's no longer in print. It was published, how many years ago now? 15? And I think you can still get an ebook version of that. But the actual hardcover book like I have is now something you would have to find on the used market. And the prices are up there. I've looked around and I might forget exactly how much, but they're pricey. You got to be kind of a Sturgeon completist to want to buy. There's like 13 or 14 volumes of these, and they're all used books now. But excellent fiction. I love Theodore Sturgeon's work. I'm really enjoying going through this and really enjoying the surprises here. So the next story, number 8 in my list, is another McClure story titled Some People Forget. I hope you'll come back for that and all the rest of the Theodore Sturgeon and other works that I talk about here on Telltale Books.